Hey Americans, it's me, Leewood Thomas, back to rant about the government again. On a quick side note though, next Friday, October the 6th, is the deadline to register with your county clerk's office in order for your vote to count in the November 7th general election. Now, earlier this week, a bill was passed in the House, deceptively called the Public Expression of Religion Act of 2005. Staunch Republicans have made it sound like it's being done to prevent liberals from removing religious pieces of the American pie. Let's just see how this bill, if passed into law, might affect you. All the examples here are from ACLU TV, which I highly recommend you visit for yourself. First, a high school valedictorian had her yearbook submission omitted because it contained a Bible verse in it. After hearing the school was not going to print her words, the family started contacting lawyers. After calling over 20 law firms and being completely discouraged, the victim proclaimed, "If a Christian law firm can't support me, really, what case do I have?" She then called the ACLU. They won the case, and in the end, the ACLU collected thousands of dollars in legal fees that came from the defendants that violated our victims' rights. Now, if the bill was passed into law, whether or not they were ACLU, the lawyers would have to be paid out of pocket from the victim. They could not sue for these legal fees. I wonder if this student's families could still have afforded that fight then. Could you? Then there's the case of a woman who was fired from her job at a university hospital. She was wearing a cross necklace and was told to remove it. She thought it was for safety reasons, and then after displaying a cross pendant, she was let go. The ACLU, they took the case and they won it. I'm sure her being a college student, she wouldn't have been able to afford to pursue the fight that she undertook and won, even when she was in the right. Finally, a Catholic male was convicted of a minor drug charge and was faced with the decision of either going to jail and having the offense on his record, or he could have served out the sentence in a Pentecostal inner-city outreach center. He chose the Pentecostal center. However, his rights as a citizen were violated by being forced to attend a program that differed from his beliefs. ACLU, they jumped in again and won the case for him. Again, if this PERA, P-E-R-A, is enacted into law, all of these Americans that have their religious rights violated would only be able to fight it in court if they could afford the attorneys out of their own pockets. So please call both of your senators and ask them to oppose H.R. 2679, the Public Expression of Religion Act, or PERA, P-E-R-A. You see how deceiving that name is? But that, my friends, is another rant on its own for another day. Now, call up your county clerk's office to make sure you're properly registered to vote in November, then call those senators.